All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I'll just give you all a little warning. I did just run 8 miles and I did twist my ankle a little bit. So I might be moving a little bit slowly, but do what I say, not necessarily what I do today, because I don't know what it's gonna look like. But it will be a slower, deep stretch practice with a little bit of flow in there because that's how I roll. And we are going to start standing actually today. So let's come to the top of our mats. So coming to the top of your mat, bring your feet directly underneath your hips. Bring your hands down at your sides, palms face open. Lift your shoulders up into your ears and relax your shoulder blades down your back. Bring your hands together at Anjane Mudra at your heart center. Close your eyes. Take a big, deep breath in. Let it out nice and slow. Another big, deep breath in. Let it out through your nose. Call to mind your intention for practice today. Hold that intention in your mind's eye and let it go. We'll seal that intention into our beings with one loud taking a big, deep breath in. Release your hands, inhale, arms lift up, reach up. Bring your hands together, reach straight up, reach back, little baby back bend. Stand tall, touch your thumbs to your back, to your forehead, to your heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, bring hands together overhead, reach straight up, glue your arms to your ears as you reach back, little back bend. Stand tall, touch your thumbs to your back, your third eye, your heart center. One more time, inhale, arms sweep up, reach straight up, reach back. Stand tall, touch your thumbs to your back, to your forehead, and your heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up and swan dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Wrists underneath shoulders, pressing out through your heels. You can always bring your knees down if you need to. Core is engaged, belly is lifted. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. You can always turn that into a cobra, bringing your knees down if you need to. Lift up, open your heart and your chest forward. Gaze over your right shoulder. Come back to center. Gaze over your left shoulder. Drop your knees, press your hips to your heels. Bring your forehead to the mat. Take a big, deep breath in. Let it out. Another big breath in. Let it out. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Coming high up on your toes, lift your hips. Press your heels back and down. Pedal through your feet. Do whatever you need to do to come home to your downward facing dog. Float your right leg up towards the ceiling. Reach out through your heel. Press out through your right foot. Bend your knee. Try to kick yourself in the behind. Straighten the leg. Bring your foot down. Realign your downward facing dog. Float your left leg up towards the ceiling. Press out through your heel. Bend your knee. Try to kick yourself in the behind. Lift your knee up. Straighten your leg back out, bring your foot down, realign your downward facing dog. Look between your hands, walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your shins, press and lengthen. Fold, Uttanasana, melt everything down. Take hold of your elbows and hang or rock from side to side. Release your hands down outside of your feet. Lengthen forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Long spine, fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach up. Swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Upward facing. And downward facing, take it back. Right leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee in, bring your knee to your nose at the top of the mat, hug it in, hold it there. Take it back and up. Bring your knee in, cross the midline, touch the outside of your left upper arm, try to lift above the elbow, take it up and back. Bring your knee in, touch the outside of your right upper arm. Take it up and back. Draw your knee in, step through, low runner's lunge. Drop your left knee down, melt the toes of the left foot onto the mat. Front knee is over top of your ankle. Find that alignment. Coming up onto your fingertips, long spine. Pulling your heart forward. Bringing your hands to your knees, interlace your fingers, lengthen up, lift through the top of your head. Arms lift up. Hands come back down. We're going to take this into a twist. So we're going to begin by reaching the right hand back. Left arm forward. You might hang out right here. You might drop your right hand back to your thigh. Left hand might come to the knee. Lengthen through the top of the head. Check in with your front knee. Are you coming back? Can you stay in that lunge as you lengthen through the top of your head? Unwind, look forward, bring your hands to the top of the mat. Tuck the toes of your back foot, step back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up, reach high. Bring your knee to your nose at the top of the mat, hug it in, hold it there. Take it back and up. Bring your knee in, cross the midline, touch the outside of your right upper arm, take it back and up. Bring your knee in, touch the outside of your left upper arm, take it back and up. Draw your knee in, step through. Low runner's lunge. Drop your back. Right knee, melt the toes of the right foot onto the mat, coming up onto your fingertips. Check in with your alignment. Feel your way into your body. Bringing your hands to your knees, interlace your fingers, opposite pinky on the bottom. As you lift up, sink in. Arms reach up. We're going to begin to come into a twist, so bring your hands back down. Reach back with your left hand. Right arm comes forward. Breathe. You might drop your left hand back to the right thigh. You might bring your left hand to the knee. Check in with that front knee. Are you coming back, or can you stay in that 90 degrees as you lift through the top of your head, gaze over your back shoulder? Look forward, unwind, bring your hands to the top of the mat, tuck the toes of your back foot, step back, downward facing dog. Drop your heels. Coming forward into plank. Hold your plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Breathe. You can rock if you need to. You can bring your knees down if you need to, but feel that heat, that fire burn. On a cold day, we can heat up internally. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale upward. Exhale downward, take it back. Right leg floats up, reach high. Draw your knee in, step through high runner's lunge. We're gonna stay up on the toes of the back foot. Lengthen out, long spine coming up on the front fingertips as you lengthen through the top of your head. Core is engaged, belly lifted, arms reach up. Open up Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So check in with your alignment. Are you reaching too far forward? Are you reaching too far back? Can you find that place right smack dab in the middle as you gaze over the nail of your front finger? Now moving into your extended side angle, either the forearm comes to the thigh or down on a block, or all the way down, top arm lifts up. You can drop your left hand back. It opens up the shoulder. You can reach around for your thigh. You can take the bind if that's in your practice. Scooping your tailbone under as you begin to move into the twist of opening your chest and your heart up towards the ceiling. Press into your feet, release your hands, arms lift up, come back to that lunge, straighten your front leg, Trikonasana, reach forward, triangle pose. Press into your feet, arms lift up. Bend the front knee, palm of the front hand face up, exalt your warrior, reach back. Windmill your hands to the top of the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Coming high up on your toes, lift your hips. Press your heels back and down. Left leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee and step through high runner's lunge, this time on this side. Arms lift up. Open up, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Front knee over top of your ankle, breathe. Find equanimity. Moving into extended side angle, either the forearm to the thigh or down on the mat. Top arm lifts up. Your right hand can come back and around for the bind or the twist. Releasing that top arm back up, press into the feet, arms lift up, Straighten your front leg, Trikonasana. Press into your feet, arms lift up, bend that front knee. Palm the front hand face up, exalt your warrior, reach back. Windmill your hands to the top of the mat. Step back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale upward. Press your hips to your heels, child's pose, take it back. Bring your forehead to the mat, take a big breath in, let it out. Let's take a few deep cleansing breaths right here. Walk your hands over to the right. Bring your hands back to center. And then walk your hands over to the left. Bringing your hands back to center. Really press out through your hands. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee in, step through to pigeon, coming forward into pigeon on this side. Really take a moment to settle into your pigeon. Proud pigeons, puffing out your heart and your chest. Lead with your chin as you come on down. Bring your chin in towards your chest, lead with the back of the neck, lift up. Come on down. And lift up. One more, come on down. And lift up. And then coming all the way down, prayerful pigeons. Slowly coming back up, puffing out your chest and your heart. All right, bend your knee, reach back, hug that leg in. You can always reach back with a strap. Release that foot back down. Pour weight into the right thigh. We're going to take the left leg over and around. Cross that foot over. Anchor your sit bones into the mat. Lengthen through the top of your head. Begin to twist to the left. So hug your knee in. Lengthen through the top of your head. Gaze over your back shoulder. Keep breathing. Look forward, unwind, gentle counter twist to the other side. Look forward, unwind, take it back to downward facing dog, any way you'd like. Left leg lifts up this time, reach high. Drawing that knee in, coming forward into pigeon on this side. Proud pigeons, puffing out your chest and your heart. Lead with your chin as you slowly come on down. Bring your chin towards your chest. Lead with the back of the neck. Come on down. And lift up. Come on down. And lift up. One more, come on down. And lift. And then coming all the way down, prayerful pigeons. Softening in. Lifting up proud pigeons, puffing out your chest and your heart. Pour weight into your left thigh. We're going to take our right leg over and around. Anchor down through your sit bones. Lengthen through the top of your head. Hug your knee and begin to twist to the right. Lengthen through the top of your head. Gaze over your back shoulder. Look forward, unwind, gentle counter twist to the other side. Look forward, unwind, bring your legs forward in front of us. All right, I'm gonna just do to the side. So we're gonna extend our legs out in front of us. And we're gonna bring our hands down on either side of our hips, staff pose, Dandasana. So plant your hands like, I like to use downward facing dog hands in my Dandasana. So spread my fingers wide, press into the ground, lift through the top of the head, pull your toes back towards your body, engage your legs, lift up. Inhale, arms lift up and fold. Walk your hands back, bend your left knee, left foot to the right thigh. Inhale, arms lift up, slight twist over top of the right leg. Pull the toes of the right foot towards the body as you hinge from your hips coming forward. Walking hands back, switch sides, extend the left leg out, right knee bends, right foot into your left thigh. Inhale, arms lift up, slight twist over top of that left leg as you pull the toes of the left foot towards the body, hinge from the hips coming forward. Walking your hands back. All right, we're gonna bring our feet together, coming into Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. Hands on the wrists, lengthening up through the top of the head. You can also bring your hands together, interlaced underneath your feet, and open up your toes like books, lengthening up through the top of your head. Hello, hip flexors, how are you? Hello, hamstrings and groin. Lengthening up. Just noting what is talking to you, what is not talking to you. You can hang out right here, or you can round the back coming forward. Bring your hands to your knees, gently draw your knees together. Do a little Navasana, a little boat pose. So hands on the knees, lengthen through the top of the head, nice and long. And we're gonna lift up into our Navasana, into our boat pose. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Hands can be back behind the thighs. You can be reaching out. Find what works best for you. Core is engaged, lifting up, breathe. All right, bring those feet down, reach out through your hands, slowly coming back onto your back, slowly, slowly, slowly coming down. Draw your knees in, lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn it into a little ball, exhale your head down, rock it out from side to side, rock it all out. All right, let's bring our feet down onto the mat. Hands come down at our sides. Press into your feet, lift up, coming into bridge. Bring your hands together underneath you. Hug your knees in towards one another, isometrically, lift up. Keep lifting up. And slowly coming down, slowly, slowly, slowly. Let's windshield wiper our knees from one side to the other. Bringing your knees up, back to center. Okay, yogi's choice. You can do another bridge, you can do legs at the wall, or you can do shoulder stand. Whatever is calling to you in your practice today. Legs up the wall, another bridge, or shoulder stand. Begin to make your way up. If you're coming up into shoulder stand, you're lifting your hips up onto your hands, and then lifting your legs up, pressing through the ball mounds of your feet. Gently drawing your knees back in, slowly coming down, one vertebra at a time. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Extending your legs out on the mat. I'm gonna bring my hands underneath me. I'm gonna move right into Marichyasana, the fish. So feet together, hands underneath me. I'm coming up onto my elbows, arching my chest forward, looking up, gently dropping my head back. So the top of my head comes to the mat. In a traditional Marichyasana, the fish, you are going to bring your mouth together, lips open wide, so teeth together, and big goofy grin, and breathe through your teeth. It looks like this. It's very silly. Lifting up, coming back onto your back, releasing your hands, bending your knees, bring your feet to the mat, open your arms out wide like a T. Find the edges of the mat with your feet, let your knees fall to the right as you gently turn your head left. Lifting knees up to center, let them fall over to the other side as you gently turn your head to the right. Lift your knees up to center. Begin to make your way into Shavasana. Really get as comfortable and cozy as you can. Extending your legs out on the mat, let your feet fall open, arms come down at your sides, palms face up, open to receive. Letting go of any tension you're still holding onto in the body. Just making your way into deep relaxation. Today's reflection from the mat. You stand in awe of what God has wrought, and in doing so, you are worshiping Him who made you and inviting Him to continue to remold your life and maintain control over your destiny. The windows of heaven will open and you will experience such an outpouring of abundance and blessing that you will hardly have room to receive it. Roy Masters. The essence of Samadhi is profound connection. We stand in awe of what God has wrought. Standing in awe is not only paying attention, it is entering into dialogue with creation. We are letting down the barriers to communication. The beauty that we see fills us, and we in turn can pour that beauty back out into the world. I have seen lakes in Maine that only a few human beings on Earth have ever seen. But you do not need to go to them to feel their essence. Those lakes are in my heart, and by being with me, you can be with them. This is who we are to one another. And this is what the world is to us. We need only open our hearts and make room to receive it. Deepen your next inhalation. Take a big breath in. Let it out. Bring small movements to your toes and to your fingers. And maybe move your head from side to side. And then when you're ready, bend your knees, bring your feet to the mat. We'll gently and carefully roll to the right side, pausing there for just a moment. Slowly pushing yourself up to a nice, comfortable seated position, eyes closed, hands at heart center. Yoga will teach you so much about yourself. It will help you become flexible in mind, in body, and in spirit. For that, I'm truly grateful. Thank you so much for coming to class. Namaste. Good work, yogis.